All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another PinBuilder update. I know it's been a while, and I am so excited about this one because this build brings you a lot of new... I was going to say something after that, but it just brings you so much new. Ugh. All right, so I'm just going to jump into it right now. On the main screen here that pops up when you start up the game, you're going to see this new drop-down list. And you're going to see all of the games that you have in your Save Games folder. They're all going to be listed right here. So in order to open one, just click it, and it'll open right on up. And it'll open up in whatever view you have it set up. So something I want you to take a close look at is the frames per second display in the top right corner there. And you'll see that it is hitting frame rates up to 120 every now and then, and we've got easily over 100 frames per second. And I'm running this on a 1080 Ti and an i7-6830K. So I've gone through and I've removed Lumen, which was something special in Unreal Engine, and that's been removed now. So that actually is the main reason that this frees up a lot of frame rates. And the other reason is shadows. So I've gone through all of these, all the lights, and improved shadows. And as you can see here, I have every single thing maxed at Ultra. So it's running great. And I'm really proud of that. I think you guys will like that a lot. The game is just running so well. So not only is frame rate shown there in the game room, but it's also being shown here in the edit mode, which is up there. And you can see that right there. It's averaging 120 almost. So really nice. All right, so that's that. You're going to notice a few new items down here, and I'm not really grouping things, but these are grouped together. These first 5 now are all brand new. And let me just show you what those are and why they are. So you'll notice there's no apron. Oh my God, where'd the apron go? Well, somebody suggested that you guys have the option to build your own aprons and set that up the way you want. And I thought, geez, that's a great idea. Why didn't I think of that? So here it is. So if you go into cabinet mode, you'll see right here there's a new show standard apron option. So if you want it, it's there. The standard aprons for every type of table come with their own ball kicker and setup inside. So you can see inside there's the metal wall there, and it spawns. You don't need any extra ball spawners or anything like that. That's just all handled on the back end. But if you want to do your own apron, I'm just going to show you how to do that. Oops, why did I do that? I did not want to come here. First of all, let's go back, and I want this set to, oops, not wide body. What am I doing? These, you'll see table angle now. That's also there. I'll show you that later, though. So let's just finish with the apron here. So you're going to see this new item right there, and that is one of these. This is a main ball spawner. So you just put one of those in there. You can only put one of those in there. You cannot add a second one. What this does is it handles both the return of the ball after it is drained, and it handles the kicking out of the ball. You're going to probably want to put that on 2. It defaults to 0, so make sure you set this. You can rotate this to have it kick the ball whichever direction you want. And I'm just going to leave it right there, and I'm going to show you now the way that works. Just ignore all the sounds and things that you hear at the beginning here. So that is going to kick the ball out, and then when the ball comes back down to where that kicker is,
complete, annihilated,
it'll kick it out, and that's how that works. So you're going to notice well, okay, wait, let me go back. It's so late, I'm so tired, and I want to get this video done and this update out today. So it's, by the way, it's update 4.5.20, in case you're wondering. So now let's say you want to create yourself a nice, cool, whatchamadoodle. What do you call that? What is that thing? That thing is called an apron. So now we have these two right here. This is an apron top piece, and you can put that wherever you want. Let's just put it like this, and actually grab that. I'm just going to set it up like that for now. So that's that piece of it. That's the front, and you can change the color of that by picking a color. Let's go with that pretty blue. I'm going to add that to the color swatch there. Just click this, and then that will add it to that so that you can hit the C key. When you pop in this apron wall, I'll hit C, and it puts that same color there. Now I want to snap this so that it looks nice. So I'm going to hold down the Alt key so I can grab, and then I'm going to hold down the Control key, and it will snap right to that grabber. So do the same there, and as you can see, it looks really nice. There is sort of a little kind of a sharp edge, I guess, if you will, but it is kind of semi-rounded. I know that doesn't look perfect, but I don't think many people are going to look at that so closely, you know. And let's see. Let's get rid of. Oh yeah, I do want to show you this too, by the way. I added these connectors, and I changed this up a little bit so that when you move these around, you can see exactly where all the grabbers are located. So it makes it a little bit less confusing. If you have these all twisted around in some weird way and you're like, wait, which way is stuff supposed to be? That will help a lot with that. So I don't need that there. And what I want to do is I'm just going to use this like that. I'm going to put this right here. And I think that should work just like that. And then if you want, you can make another wall. Let's stick a piece of wall here. We'll hit C. We'll snap that there. We'll grab that and snap it there. And see, looks like a nice little piece of metal. Oops, I do want to move this over here though. So I'm just going to put it right there. And then I'm going to snap those. I always go to the Q key. This is Q, W, E, R. So I always hit Q so that when I click one of these, it doesn't jump out of position. And then I'll select move, hold down Alt, grab that, hold down Control, and it snaps. And you can see that that looks pretty good. All right, so I want this to, I'm just gonna grab this thing, and I'm just gonna use that to drop the ball down this way so that you can see how this works. We'll put it like there. All right, oh, and for now, I'm just gonna move these guys down here where they can't be actuated. All right, because I have more to show you with regards to bonus and multiplier stuff, because there's new stuff there too. Okay, so now, also you're going to notice that the table Playfield is actually sitting at an angle. So this is actually angled now instead of being flat like it was before, because there are some major changes to the physics of the game. Okay, so I'm going to start again. Ball's going to appear. Oops. And then it's going to kick out. And now we're on ball 1. We play, and it is going to drain.
Annihilated.
And now it's ball 2, and so on and so forth. Now, depending on how you have your angles and things like this set up, the ball... let me get out of there. The ball might not behave as you would expect it to when it drains. So it might act...
Annihilated.
It might kind of act weird in some cases, so just keep that in mind. If it doesn't behave like you see now, it's behaving normally when it exits out of the game. It drops right in there.
Annihilated.
And then it has a chance to continue on. So, anyways, that's how that works. And I'm just going to leave that like it is, and I'm going to put these back because I'm going to want to use them. So the next thing I want to show you, if I can grab that little sucker. There we go. That's why I usually demonstrate with these. They're much quicker and easier to grab. Of course, these are easy if you zoom down onto them. And pardon my throat. I've been recording this video several times already. And my voice is kind of going on me. So I'm just going to get a drink of water and get back to it. All right, so another update is with logic controllers. So let's take a look at logic control on this setup. And I'm going to hit the N key, and we can see there's all of our logic as it stands. For this simple setup, and oops, oh, I better click there. And essentially what we have going on here is I'm going to show you how the bonus counters and multipliers work. So I have this switch set up to fire this, set the bonus lights, and if we click on that, you'll see it's just a sequential. And so every time this gets rolled over, it's going to go blip like that, and then that's it for now. It'll go up to the top and it'll keep blipping, but it will only do bonuses up to the top. So this one could be triggered by this. Well, not this one. It could be triggered by a logic controller or a switch or whatever. And then this is a bonus counter. So bonus counters are a little bit different now, and they're simple. The way they work is all you need to do is connect them to the bonus lights. And to do that, you just hold down Shift and you just click and add them to it. It's very simple. And then you have it set to bonus counter up here. And this has sounds.
Complete.
Okay, and wait, let me remove complete from, well, whatever, it doesn't matter. When these count down, and it's going to count backwards. So it lights from 1 to 8, and then it counts down backwards from 8 to 1. You can organize these in any way you want. They don't have to be in a line. They don't have to be sequential this way. It can be whatever you want. So how that is going to work is like so. Let me just get this dude out of the way again. And I'll just show you. So for every one of these, the game is going to know that those are bonus lights, and it'll score the bonus. And by the way, you set that bonus amount here. So for each one of these that ticks off at the end of the game, you're going to get 1,000 points, and it's going to play this sound. So let's just take a look at that. Alright, so I'm just gonna do that. You can see it's adding. And you're gonna still get those points, but then at the end of the ball.
Annihilated.
So that annihilated, I'm wondering if that was, yeah, that's coming from the bonus multiplier. So that's coming at the end of that. That's, oh, I know why. That's because I have this bonus multiplier on here. That's why that's playing. That's right. Now I'm remembering. There's just a lot of new stuff in this. So anyways, that's where that came from. Anyways, you could see how that was counting down. Now, if you have rounds due to having one of these guys set up, a multipliers, and you can set multipliers up by triggering them with a switch or with another logic controller, or yeah, that's pretty much the only two ways, I guess. So next time I'm going to roll over this, count these up a little bit, and then get that to, let's move this back down some. We'll just max it out. Okay, I think I only have, yeah, I'm not using this one. So this is only looking at these, and for each one of those, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, you can set up multiplier values. Also, it's important to know that once you select bonus multiplier, you should save the table, and currently you have to go either into play mode and back, or exit the game and back, which is a pain in the ass, I know, but I'm trying to figure out why these don't refresh, so please bear with me on that. I also want to show you that if you have a bonus counter type or a multiplier type, and you try to create a new one of those types, it's going to tell you, hey, that logic type already exists, only one is allowed. So either type. That's because currently only one of each is allowed as far as the logic goes. And those are built-in logic. You don't need to connect this or do anything else. Just select the completion type, and that's it. That's all you got to do. So let's take a look at that. We'll save it, and we'll go here to play mode.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations.
We're just gonna...
Congratulations. 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 Complete. 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 Annihilated.
All right, so you see how that works. So it does complete after each one of those multiplier rounds, and then the annihilated comes after all of it's done. So that way you have those options. So anytime you're wondering how this works, just come look at this video, and there you go. So let's see. So the annihilated comes after the bonus or the multipliers count goes down. And then the complete goes after, actually the bonus counter, I believe is the one. Yeah, should be. Okay, so I do want to go back to the default apron, and I want to show you something there. So let's go to this heavy gunner updated one. So this game is now updated in the new update. So this is updated. I just made it a little simpler visually as far as colors and Playfield art and stuff like that. But I want to show you a couple of the new things with regards to the apron. And that is these guys right here. So these, let me just delete these. So these are, or those were, illumination for the apron. Excuse me. And those can be found, oh, did I put them there? They are part of these first 5 now. And you just click on that, And that's just an illumination square rectangle for the insert or the instructions. So if we can hit the V key to turn grabbers off, and we can hit the arrow keys to turn lighting up and down, and you can see that that is just illuminating those cards just like that. You can move it there and illuminate a spot in the middle even. So you would just basically, for a custom apron, you're going to need to come up with your own artwork and then add these card illuminations to it. And also a nice little new addition is a credit light. So you can just add that, and that behaves on its own. It's automatic. If you have credits on the game, if there are credits to be played, that will be lit. And if there are not, it will not be lit. So that's just an old school illumination that shows you if there are any credits on a game. And so there you go. You can do that on this, or you can do that on, wait, I want to do this. So if we go back, doopy-doopy-doo, you know what? I'm going to change this to edit mode or workshop. Well, let's keep that down. So if I want to know the credits or whatever, I can just put that there. And if I want some illumination, I can put that there and it'll illuminate that if I want it to. Also, and it's important to note that if you want to put graphics on your apron, which of course you do, then that's super simple. All you do is use a standard plastics decal. So as you can see, it looks really nice over that. And let's pick a different, texture is what I wanted. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Let's just go with that. So there you can see. And we could rotate. Whoops. Yeah, you can rotate the light. I don't think we can scale that yet, though. That's going to be a little more complicated scaling. And then if we take our lights down and press V, you can see how that lights up like that. So, and there is no limit to the number of these that you can, that you can put on there. You can put as many of these on as you want. You can even use them on the Playfield if you want to, but there is no brightness adjustment to them because they are literally just designed to illuminate the cards on the apron. So anyways, those are the 5 new little items there. Okay, let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, okay, so here's another good one. Let's load up something that's got a lot of stuff in it. Let's try Kaiju Battle. And it's got some objects inside of it. And someone requested a feature be added that would allow filtering of objects in the object list. So now that's in here. So you see we have a lot of things in there. So if you have a keyword in here that you know you want to see, like target, all you got to do is click that and then type targ. And then when you click drop downs, you'll see anything with the letters targ like that in them will show. There are no objects or any other. Yeah, nothing else. You can just click X to get back to the list. Let's see. Why is my objects not? Ah, there we go. Okay, so that should have tag, no targ. So now you can see target there. I don't know why I wasn't clicking on that quite right. Maybe because I'm tired, but you see that the filter works for all of these. And yeah, so a lot of inserts. Now, if you want to rename an insert, you can just say, whatever, target light. Oops. And now when you go here, you can see it's called target light. So super easy to change names and stuff in there. And then if you want to just look up target light, and you know that's going to be in the inserts. There it is. Doop, and you can select it. So that's a new addition per request. Let's see. Oh yeah, added a new logic controller type. So I'm going to go back to the simple table. It's a little bit clearer and cleaner and easier to just see what's going on. So there's a new logic controller type we can do called timer stop. So it stops any and all connected timers. Timers can be restarted again by simply triggering them via another controller. So you can just stop them with this. So that's new. Let's see, improvements on the improvements list. I updated the gate physics and rebound, so they should work a little bit more realistically now. They're a little trickier because they still have to add some force to the ball to give a springy effect, but that's just the way it is. Nudge and bump has been improved, so if we go to play mode, flippers are the shift keys, and then left and right of the shift keys are Z and question mark, and if you touch those, you can see that they will move the machine, and then the space bar moves it forward. So those have been improved, and that's just been improved. So that's one of the things. Let's see, improved hole material for better visibility. Not sure what that is actually. Hole material. Which one is that? Which hole am I talking about? Hole. That might be these holes. Otherwise, what hole am I talking about? I don't know. I'm not sure. All right, well, that doesn't matter. Plunger placement has been improved, and as you saw earlier in Cabinet Editor, there's a new table angle. I don't think I talked about that yet. So now table angle is set here. You cannot change the table angle in play mode anymore. You have to set it up here. So you can do crazy table angles like 25 degrees if you want. It's going to be, well, that's ridiculous. Let's just go 10 and we'll save it. I don't even know if that's going to function, to be honest, but I needed to add table angle options to the game. Oh, it does look like it.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Complete. Annihilated.
So as you can see, the table or the playfield is actually angled, and the ball is going to behave differently. It's going to be.
Congratulations.
It's going to fall much faster.
Complete. Annihilated.
And you can change that to ridiculous angles if you want to. You know what? I want to do something real quick, though. I'm going to get rid of all these sounds. Don't need them. Tired of hearing that AI voice. It's not my voice, obviously. It's just AI. And we can leave the power up there. Okay, so let's make it something crazy like 30 degrees. See what that does. Now, you're going to have to turn the glass off for this, by the way, because if you leave the glass on, it's going to cause some problems. Let's see what kind of problems it causes. It's probably not going to kick out. Yeah, see, it can't. it can't even kick it out. So I'm going to have to just reset and do that. But now we can see how the ball's going to really fly. And it's not changing the weight of the ball or anything. The ball weight is exactly the same. It's the angle of the table that causes it to move faster like that. So it's all actual physics now. So the ball movement is not being affected by false gravity that was based on frame rate ticks and stuff like that. It is actually the Unreal Engine physics engine that is causing its movement. Anyways, so you can see how that works. Now the default for every machine is 3, but I want to show you with the deep table style or cabinet style. So here, if we look at this cabinet while we change these, you can see that the type of cabinet changes. So if we go to a deep one and we leave this at 3 and we save that, that's what's going to give us headroom in the back of the playfield for adding our ramps and second playfields and things like that. Now, I did think about it earlier while I was doing first takes of this video for you, and I realized, you know, a nice thing to add to it would be the ability to set the height of the playfield, actually, so that you could adjust it down into the cabinet if you wanted to, and that way you would have much more room to work with. But you can always still make crazy tables that go as high as you want, really. All you got to do is just turn the glass off and it won't interfere with your table. So let's see, that reminded me of something. Oh yeah, I remember. So even this, you can go in here and do like -6, let's say. And that's going to have the effect of reverse angling the table downwards. So you could build a backwards table if you wanted to. So like that. So you could put the flippers on the other end and have, you could have the flippers down there and the ball kicker outer could be down there. You could build a custom apron at that end and then you could just kick it out that way. But I don't know, you could actually just have it like that and have the ball kicker outer, just kick it out up here somewhere, and you don't even need the plunger, because the plunger is kind of going to get a little bit off like that. Maybe what we can do is have a hide plunger option. I mean, tell me what you think. Put that in the comments and tell me what you think about that, because, you know, should we be able to hide the plunger? And, you know, just have it all automatic if you want. I think that's a great idea. In fact, well, just give me your opinion. Just put that in the comments and let me know what you think. Or better yet, just go to the Steam forums and let me know over there in the features request topic. And let's see, I'm going to look at my thing here. Oh yeah, I changed the game object tick rates to a custom one, so it saves a lot of frame rate. That's not something I can show you because it's all behind the scenes in the code, but I created basically my own tick rate. And if you're familiar with game development, which I know some of you are, then you will understand what tick rate is. Basically, there are so many ticks per frame, and frames per second is one of those frames. So right now, if we look at that, I just saw 216 frames per second. So basically, there are 215 processing frames happening each second. So if we base anything that's kind of time or physics based on that time frame, it's going to look really bizarre. And I've removed that, and I have tick rates now on almost everything in the game that are based on time itself, actual time, actual seconds, instead of frames per second or frame rate. So yeah, It's a big change, and I think you're going to like it. I know I do. I know I do, because even in the development environment, it runs so much faster, and it's so much easier to play test and debug, and oh man, it's awesome. So I think you guys are going to like that a lot. Now I'm going to get down to the fixes. So I fixed the bonus and multiplier counters. Those are obviously done. Let's see. I have fixed the rail spline. So let's see. What was that? I think that's this guy right here. So this one's a little bit different. This is spawning now a new rail spline. Now I was gonna, and I haven't done it yet, add to this the same lines to connect these grabbers as are in the other metal wall. That is so small it's kind of hard to grab. But these guys have been improved, and I think they may always need further improvement, but they're there, and they've been slightly improved for you. And I like these. These are fun. They're kind of fun. Those have been improved. I removed the setting of unsaved changes when selecting scale mode. Oh, yeah. That's right. I'm looking at that going, what? So if you have previously, when you would just click that or press the R button for scale, it would say you have unsaved changes. And now I fixed that. Let's see. Fixed color changing issues with slingshots. So let's put one of those in there. So there was a problem with these guys where when you can change the post colors like that, and then you can change the rubber colors this way. But if you went to like silicone rubber and then tried to change the colors, it wasn't working correctly. Boy, that took some time to figure out what the hell was going on. Oh my gosh. Sometimes stuff like that, it's like, oh, that'll be an easy fix. And then it takes like a whole day to just go through it and be like, what the hell? Anyways, so that's nice and fixed. And let's see, what else is fixed? Fixed multi-ball spawn point arrow display issue. Oh yeah, so if you were spawning one of these guys and then you clicked off of it, the arrow wasn't disappearing, or it was, or you would hit save and it wasn't disappearing. Now that is disappearing. You can also use these to measure if you want to. I need to actually add that to this option. So if you press V to hide grabbers, I think that should disappear too. But anyways, you can use this to measure ball width if you want, because that's the same size as the ball. Although it's not always the same size as the ball. And now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, because you can still measure it with this one if you have a small ball, if you want to. And don't forget, you can spawn tiny balls. And you can spawn captive balls and make these teleport locations. So if you select teleport location and you put this teleporter in somewhere, when the ball goes into that, it'll pop out of this. Let's try that. I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so we'll just do 2 on this, and we'll shoot it up that way, and then we'll just put this up here. So I don't know. Most people may not know that works like that. This is not new. This has been in the game for quite some time. Wait a second. Did I not set that back? Or is that a deep cabinet? Oh, it is still deep. Okay, I want to go back to standard. Alright, so now when the ball hits that teleporter, when the ball hits the teleporter, it's gonna go whoosh over to this and go pew up there. So let's watch that. Oh, it didn't fire. That's right. I forgot. It doesn't need to. It doesn't need power, but actually now I'm thinking it should, because, this should be able to fire that out of there. So it could shoot in here and then keep going that way. Yeah. Or maybe this could be a multiplier to the normal speed. So if you set that to 1, and this goes in at whatever speed it's going into that, then it would come out here at the same rate if you have this set to 1. Or you could have it set to 0 and it would just appear and drizzle out of there. Or you could set it to like 50 times the speed and it would just go and fly out of the whole game, and the world would come to an end. I think I'm going to set this up so that that is not visible in play mode. So I'm going to update those things. I'm going to leave them on there, and that way I won't forget to change them and fix them, so that this is not visible in play mode. And then this is, like I was just saying. All right, let's see. What else? Oh yeah, I removed the default ding sound from Logic Controller events, another request, which was a good one. Should have done that ages ago. Also, you may have noticed I removed the default dings and whoosh and laser sound from the bonus and multipliers. So, woohoo! Fixed a few tooltips, and I think that's it. I mean, this has been a very, very big, huge update. You guys, I mean, you really have no idea how much work I've done this time around. Oh my God. It's so much work. And it is awesome. It's really coming along. I'm really proud of this game. It has been June 2nd, which is only a couple of weeks away, is going to be the 1-year anniversary of PinBuilder being on Steam, because it actually went up on Steam June 2nd of last year. And I couldn't be more proud of the work I've done. This is a passion for me, making this game. I can't tell you how much I love working on it, and I find that it's important for me to take some time off sometimes, which I don't usually do, and so I'm going to upload this latest version and post this video right now. It's very early in the morning. I haven't been to sleep yet tonight. It's 10 a.m. here, and this should be up and available in about an hour from now, my time. But as soon as you see this video, just restart your Steam client and you will have this update. And please tell your friends. Also know that something special is coming up for those who are looking to purchase the game. Something special is going to happen for that, or in that regard, on June 2nd. And June 2nd, by the way, is my dad's birthday also. And he is since gone. He's passed away, but I miss him. And he was the inspiration for me wanting to be creative like I am in stuff like this. So I have him to thank, and for that, and a passion for kind of mechanics type stuff, mechanical and artistic and engineering. I mean, I don't know how that all rubbed off on me, because when I was young, I just didn't seem to care, but maybe it's genetic. I don't know. Anyways, excuse me. It is time for me to finish this up so I can go sleep for 12 or 13 hours and catch up on sleep that I've missed in the last week. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing well, and that the world is being good to you. And please know that I really appreciate you, and you mean the world to me, and I am here. I'm still working on the game. If I'm quiet and you don't hear from me or see any activity, that just means I'm busting my ass working on the game. Excuse me. And that my heart is always in PinBuilder. So you guys take care. Go build some cool stuff, and let me know what you think. And until then, I will be sleeping. See you guys later.